when you become conscious beyond mind and you start tapping into those levels of awareness that are beyond the simulation, suddenly, the more you do it, the more impact it has. You look around, you go, I can see it now. Why couldn't I see it before? Because that was controlling you before. And what do we call that? Awakening. It's awakening from this AI program that's dictating people's lives to consciousness beyond the simulation. Not beyond the body, beyond the simulation. Because beyond the simulation is infinity. Infinity of consciousness, infinity of realities, infinity of everything. We can all get there. That's our natural state. What's happened is we have been perceptually hijacked so that we believe that we're in a reality that's actually not real. And if you look at the symbolism of the story of Adam and Eve, you have the snake, could well be symbolic of the reptilian race that is actually part of this. And you have the temptation of eating the apple, of knowing the difference between good and evil. What is that? Polarity. This simulation works on polarity. It's an electrical system. It's an electromagnetic system. And what it is doing, if we don't become conscious beyond it, it's turning us into polarized expressions of the polarity reality we're experiencing. So you have this all the time. Electrical circuits need two polarities. So if you seek to impose, you need resistance, and you go, I'm not resisting you. I'm just not cooperating. The polarity's gone because it doesn't have the electrical circuit. There's a whole area of science which I've written about at really great length in the books over the years. It's called the Electric Universe, or the Thunderbolts Project, where physicists and other researchers have concluded that what we call the universe is an electrical system. What is the body? It's an electrical system. Thought manifests, emotion manifests through electricity. The brain communicates with the body communicates with the brain electrically. And they're now talking about augmented reality, where they are connecting technology to the biological body, right? Well, they can do that because they both work electrically. Show me something you absolutely solid gold without question know is natural, and then compare it with this, and if they're the same, then okay, this is natural. We don't have anything that we solid gold know is natural. It's a simulation. And I can tell you, I've been calling this a biological computer since the 1990s. Look at the Moderna documents. They describe the content of the fake COVID vaccine vial as an operating system. They know what this is. They just don't want you to know. So when I talked about this being a simulation just after the turn of the millennium, and then some years along the road, Elon Musk said, there's a very good chance this is a simulation. You know why he said that? He knows it is, because of what he's connected to. And you know, you got more and more scientists who are saying, you know, it makes sense that it's a simulation. But how many people in the general population? The vastness of the 8 billion. How does it impact on them? It doesn't. They just get on with their lives. Reading the simulation, experiencing the simulation is real. Every time I've tried to meditate over the years, I've fallen asleep, right? I can't meditate. What I do is I daydream. I daydream all the time. And what's the daydream doing? It's suspending focus. Energy flows where attention goes. It's suspending focus. Because the mind, the AI mind, I would call it, astral AI mind, wants you to focus on the five sense world. And if you're trying to survive another day, and most people in the world are, then that's your frickin' focus. But if you daydream, you just let your consciousness go where it wants to go. You drift out of mind, and then you can start to get insights which the mind would stop you getting. When you get people, and people say of them, it doesn't matter how much evidence you put in front of them, they won't get it. Well, that's the mind, because the mind's not there for you to get it. The mind's there for you to stop getting it. When people say, just move your consciousness back and observe your mind, and you can do it. And what you're doing, all this chatter, right? Oh, and she said about me, and I said about her, and then she said, and which you thought was you, suddenly you're observing it, all the chatter. So I thought that was me. So who's observing it? You are. Consciousness is observing it. That's the matrix. That's the AI mind that you're observing when you observe all the chatter going through your head, constantly speaking to you, constantly dictating your sense of reality, your sense of perception, your sense of behavior. AI mind. That's the level we're talking about.